It's a special day and a special afternoon in the GFF Men's Division 1. Hello, good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. Of course, welcome. And welcome to the late Osman Saho football field, of course, in Yundum, where Fortune Football Club currently taking on Banjul United. And in the top flight, of course, a special day in today's match is Real de Banjul champions taking on Team Rhino in Basori. Fortune against Banjul United at the late Osman Saho. Greater tomorrow up against TMT at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama. And the biggest game, of course, the biggest game of the top flight this afternoon is Marimo Park Food against Armed Forces. Currently underway in Bakau, and there should be a winner in that contest, and also expect results to be in their favor elsewhere. And currently at the late Osman Saho, Banjul United need a victory against Fortune Football Club, and also expect results to be in their favor at the Bakau Mini Stadium in the game between Marimo Park Food and Armed Forces. And currently Banjul United dressed in red shorts and red socks, currently playing from our left to right. Fortune Football Club dressed in their colorful light blue colors, white blue shorts, white blue shorts, or light blue shorts and light blue socks. Fortune playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin, and the team as usual under the guidance of Jane Juvan Mustafa Jaju. And Banjul United this afternoon is under the guidance of Lamin Sis, and Omar K.I. Fati is serving as the assistant coach. And few minutes into the contest at the late Osman Saho, it is currently 0-0 between Fortune and Banjul United. Banjul United currently in red, Fortune in light blue. Fortune Football Club this afternoon starting with Sekou Jeng in goal. Of course, Sekou Jeng starting for the very first time in the top flight for Fortune Football Club. Salifu Jaju Ibrahima Toure, Bakari Bisise, Sehu Sonko, Ferdinand Jata, Abdoulaye Tamba, Ibu Sanyang team captain Alpha Omar Sow also starting for the first time for the Petroleum Boys. Fernando Pereira also starting for the first time after joining the club from Samga Football Club, and Mustafa Jallo 19 completing the 11 for the Petroleum Boys, and they are currently playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin. Banjul United, who will definitely need a victory and also expect results to be in their favor elsewhere, starting with Babukar Jangte in goal, Henry Job team captain Aliou Sane, Idris Ambalo, Ismaila Bari, Malik Jangum, Abdou Sonko, Keba Manka, Molamin Dabo, Serif B. Kamara and Salifu Sise completing the 11, and the Capital Base Club are currently in red colors, whilst Fortune in light blue. What a game, what a fixture for Banjul United. Ibu Sanyang currently on 9 goals in the GFF Men's Division 1 and needs to get a double or get a hat-trick here to possibly have the chance to win the golden boot of this year's GFF Men's Division 1. And we will surely get you the rundown on the leading goal scorers. Currently Musa Sise with 11 goals for Falcons Football Club. Abdoulaye Diouf, Gambia Armed Forces with 10. Ibu Sanyang or Ibu Sama for Steve Biko with 10 goals, and Ibu Sama is already out of the contention. Ibu Sanyang of Fortune FC with 9 goals, and Swaibu Kebe for the champions Real de Banjul also with 8 goals. It's a throw in Bakari BC to Abdoulaye Tamba. Tamba having the defensive partnership alongside Ferdinand. Ferdinand to Sehu Sonko, who is currently marshalling the midfield for the Petroleum Boys. Ibrahima Toure playing that ball short to Fernando Pereira. Fernando Pereira spreading it wide, trying to connect the run of Alpha Omar Jallo, Alpha Omar Sourada. And Alpha Omar is being deployed on the left side of the defense, or attack rather, for the Petroleum Boys. Whilst Fernando on the other end, Bakari BC floats that ball, partly caught out by Banjul United in their own half. The Capital Base Club currently on the table is 15th with 27 points, and we will surely get you the rundown of the entire. Fernando now looking for options for the Petroleum Boys, currently being surrounded by a group of players around the edge of the 18. Fernando Rasul, and nothing given by the central referee, and the referee is Pasonko having the assistance of Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao, Ibu Gay and Molamin Job serving as the 4th assistant referee. Jarai Fainke is the match commissioner, of course, coming to you live from the late Osman Saho football field. Elsewhere in Basori, champions taking on Team Rhino in the final match of the GFF Men's Division 1. Of course, the champions will be crowned and coronated at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori. At the late Osman Saho, Fortune against Banjul United, Brikama Greater tomorrow against TMT. Whilst in Bakau is a clash between Marimo Park Food and Gambia Armed Forces. And Gambia Armed Forces need a victory, Marimo equally need a victory. Salifu Jaju, the entire players of Banjul United, they are trying to be very much cautious here. Banjul United, nil, Fortune nil. Alpha Omar Sow. Abdullah Tamba to Bakari BCC. The entire players of Banjul United currently behind the ball as they're trying to get something from this contest. A defeat for the Capital Base Club will get the team crossing of the GFF Men's Division 1 and will be playing in the second tier of Gambian football next season. Will they be able to get to that remains to be seen. Ibrahima Cisse playing, Ibrahima Toure rather, playing that ball short, trying to connect the run of Fernando Pereira on the far side, and Fernando couldn't just keep that ball on the far side. And it's a Banjul United throw in. One of the central defenders to deliver, Abdul Sonko. It's one of the defenders for the Capital Base Club dressed in their red colours. Banjul United nil. Fortune Football Club nil. Fortune Football Club has already secured the second spot of this year's GFF Men's Division 1 after the tournament or the competition being won by champions Real de Banjul, and currently playing at the Late Osman or Live Your Dreams football field in Basori against Team Rhino. At the Late Osman Saho, Fortune against Banjul United. In Brikama Greater tomorrow up against TMT. Of course, that's the final before the final. TMT will play Greater tomorrow in the Men's FF Cup final. Ibu Sanyang need to score tries this afternoon to be able to have the chance to win the Golden Boot. Salifu Cisse. Salifu around the area. Salifu Rasul and rewarded. And of course, one of the most experienced players for this club, Salifu Cisse for Banjul United. And of course, it's a delivery for the Capital Base Club. Back to Salifu. Cisse Salifu trying to connect the run of the centre forward. Abdullah Tamba will guard that ball off the area. Goal kick, Fortune Football Club. Of course, at the Late Osman Saho football field. Not the massive of attendance at the Late Osman Saho. Sehu Jeng having his first start for the Petroleum Boys. Of course, he has been the regular for Fortune FC in the Brikama Somanawetan. And Sehu Jeng has been a registered member of this Fortune setup. And he's the third goalkeeper on the pecking order. Bakari BCC to Abdullah Tamba. Tamba to Sehu Sonko. Ibrahima Toure on the right. Banjul United trying to be very much cautious here. Fernando Pereira back to Ibrahima. The flag of the assistant referee is already up. And the assistant referee on the other end is Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao. Ibu Gay on the other end. Sonko, the central referee. Modlamin Job, the fourth assistant referee. Jarai Fayinke, the match commissioner. It's a throw in for the Banjul Base Club, who needs a victory here to be able to have the chance to maintain this spot in the top flight. They'll be able to get a victory. Currently, they are just 15th on the table, only above Marimo Park Food. And currently in Bakau, Marimo Park Food against the Gambia Armed Forces. And already the flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Back to the custodian, Sekou Jeng. Fortune to start the play from their own half. There's already a player down, and the central referee, Sonko, will surely attend to the player in question for Banjul United. Banjul United nil, Fortune nil from the Late Osman Saho. Sonko, the central referee. The player is currently back on his feet. The player is back on his feet. Sehu Sonko playing that ball short on the far side. It is still Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Sehu Sonko wrestled and rewarded, and already Sehu is down, and he is currently down injured. Sehu Sonko in the heart of the midfield for Fortune Football Club this afternoon against Banjul United in the final league match of this year's GFF Men's Division 1. And Fortune Football Club against Banjul United in the last 5. Fortune won twice, Banjul United won none, and the two sides drew thrice. And Banjul United, they didn't secure any victory against Fortune in the last 5 meetings. And the last fixture between the two sides ended 2-0 in favor of the Petroleum Boys Fortune Football Club. And that was the 2-0 victory at the Late Osman Saho in the first round of matches of this year's GFF Men's Division 1. Currently it is 0-0. Banjul United 0, Fortune 0. Sehu Sonko playing that ball down. Banjul United will try to unlock the defense. The centre forward at 19, Malik Jangum is one of them. Playing that ball low. Banjul United trying to switch the play from their left to the right. Player Rasul, and nothing given by the referee into the gloves of the custodian. And of course, this is the physically built-up centre forward and number 9, Serif B. Kamara, who is currently leading the line for the capital-based club Banjul United. Sehu Sonko marshalling the defense for Fortune Football Club. Playing that ball down to team captain Ibu Sanyang, who need to score tries this afternoon to possibly have the chance to win the Golden Boot. And he has already scored 9 goals so far. Ibu Sanyang, the current leading goal scorer for Fortune Football Club. Osman Sise has already bagged 11 goals. Osman Sise of Falcons Football Club already scored 9 goals in this year's top flight. Musa Sise with 11 goals. Abdullah Jouf of Gambia Armed Forces on 10. Ibu Sama Steve Biko on 10. Ibu Sanyang Fortune with 9 goals. Swaibu Kebe on 8. And we also have some other players that are already on 9, but they are not part of the contention currently. It's a Banjul United attack. Sekou Jeng urging the central defenders to leave the ball. Clearance from the netminder. Ball being chested down by Mustafa Jallo. Mustafa around the area scored a brace in the 3-1 victory over Gambia Armed Forces at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the last fixture. And currently it is 0-0, and we will surely get you the last 5 matches played by Fortune and Banjul United. Fortune Football Club in the last 5 matches drew 2-2 against Steve Biko in at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basuri. Lost to TMT 3-2 at the late Osman Saho. Defeated Hawks FC 1-0. Drew champion Real de Banjul 2-2 in Basuri. Defeated Gambia Armed Forces 3-1 in the last match. And here they are up against Banjul United in the final league match. Ibu Sanyang will try to test the goalkeeper. Floats that ball low, partly caught out by Banjul United, and it's a corner on the far side. And Fortune will benefit. The rest in their colorful light blue colors. The Petroleum Boys are currently second on the table, and they are confirmed second on this year's GFF Men's Division 1. Fortune Football Club on second after 30 matches, or after 29 matches. Of course, this is the 30th match. After 29 matches, won 16, drew tries and lost 10 with 51 points. Champions Real de Banjul after 29 matches, won 17, drew 8, lost 4 with 59 points. It's a corner for Fortune. They will surely get down to Falcons, BST, Galaxy, Bombarda, Brikama United and Steve Biko, Heart FC respectively. It's a corner. And Ibrahima Toure to deliver this for the Petroleum Boys. Toure Ibrahima floats that ball. Partly tipped over by the custodian, and the goalkeeper for Banjul United is Babukar Jante. Jante Babukar is the custodian. In goal for the capital-based club, Fortune FC. Fortune FC having Sekou Jeng in goal. And of course, Alpha Omar Sow trying to dribble past a group of players, laying that ball down to Sehu Sonko. Ibu Sanyang back to Abdullah Tamba, who leaves the ball for Ferdinand Jata. Fernando Pereira to Ibu Sanyang. Caught out by Banjul United. Sehu Sonko regained possession for the boys in light blue colors. Banjul United in their own half, trying to be very much cautious here. If they can't get a goal, they wouldn't want to concede in the very first minutes of this crucial game at the late Osman Saho football field, of course, in Yundum. And player Rasul and central defender just going down for a Banjul United set piece. Banjul United 0, Fortune 0 is the current score. The capital-based club dressed in red colours. Starting this contest with Babukar Jante in goal, Henry Job team captain, Aliou Sane, Idrissa Mbalo, Ismaila Bari. And it's an attack for Banjul United. Jangum around the area. Shot straight at the goalkeeper, Sekou Jeng. Was just there in time to gather that ball with ease. Jeng Sekou, the custodian, after that delivery coming from the forward and 19, Malik Jangum. And Banjul United, just as I said earlier, starting with Babukar Jante in goal. Henry Job is the team captain. Aliou Sane, Idrissa Mbalo, Ismaila Bari, Malik Jangum, Abdou Sonko, Keba Manka, Modlamin Dabo, Serif B Kamara, and Salif Cisse. Of course, Salif Cisse is the Ibu Sanyang around the area. Can he get something from this? Trying to dribble past the central defenders. That was timely. Interception coming from the central defender, Salifu Cisse. Cisse Salifu played for key of the GFF First Division teams. Salifu Cisse playing that ball short to Jangum around the edge of Fortune's penalty area. It's Banjul United trying to get something against Fortune. A capital base club trying to test the goalkeeper from distance, and this time the central defender Abdul Sonko couldn't trouble the custodian Sehu Jeng. Sehu Jeng is in goal for Fortune. Salifu Jaju, Ibrahim Toure, Bakari BC, Sehu Sonko, Ferdinand Jata, Abdullah Tamba, Ibu Sanyang, Alpha Omar Sow, Fernando Pereira and Mustafa Jallo completing the 11 for Fortune Football Club, and as usual is under the guidance of Jane Juve, and Mustafa Jaju is his assistant. Fortune has already wrapped up second position in this year's GFF Men's Division 1. And his Bakari BC set to Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha Rasul. Play on, says the central referee. Ibu Sanyang to Mustafa Jallo. Ibu heads. Alpha Omar pushing the process by the forward Malik Jangum. And it's going to be an opportunity for Fortune to benefit from this set piece. Inches of the dividing line. The score is currently 0-0. In the last 5 matches between Fortune and Banjul United, Fortune won twice, drew thrice, and Banjul United won none. And Banjul United has failed to defeat Fortune in the last 5 fixtures. And in the last match played between the two ended 2-0 in favor of Fortune Football Club at the late Osman Saho football field. That was, of course, on the 13th of January 2025. It ended Fortune 2, Banjul United 0. On the 6th, of June of 2023, Fortune 0, Banjul United 0. April 29, 2023, Fortune 2, Banjul United 0. January 9, 2023, Fortune 1, Banjul United 0. And in May 20th of 2022, Fortune Football Club 1, Banjul United 1. And back again at the late Osman Saho football field for the final league match of this year's GFF Men's Division 1. Currently Fortune 0, Banjul United 0. Banjul United need a victory to be able to confirm the safety. And they don't just need a victory, they just need a victory and also expect results to be in their favor at the Bakau Mini Stadium. And currently at the Bakau Mini Stadium, Marimo Park Food up against Gambia Armed Forces. In Brikama Greater tomorrow against TMT. In Basori, Champions Real de Banjul up against Team Rhino. It's currently 0-0. Around the area, ball being played short. Banjul United back to the central defender. And of course the team captain, Henry Job. Henry Job is the team captain to the custodian Babukar Jante. Jante in his green colors, getting the ball from their own half, the half of Fortune Football Club. Bakari BC heading it down. Abdullah Tamba this time, having it tough against the centre forward and physically build up centre forward for the capital base club Banjul United. And it is currently 0-0. Salifu Jaju back to Sehu Sonko. Or Sehu Sidibe. Sehu Jeng. We have a lot of Sehus in this Fortune setup. We have Sehu Sonko, Sehu Sidibe and Sehu Jeng. Anyway, Sehu Jeng is in goal. Sehu Jeng is in goal for Fortune Football Club. Banjul United having all its players behind the ball. They are trying to be as cautious as possible. Salifu Cisse. Sehu Jeng. Banjul United. To the gloves of the custodian and the flag of the assistant referee stayed down on the far side. And it's an opportunity for Banjul United, who are currently under the guidance of Lamin Cisse. And Lamin and his boys will hope to snatch a victory here. And also expect results to be in their favor in Bakau. If that a push is given by referee Pasonko after the infringement of Salifu Cisse for Banjul United. And Salifu is of course the most experienced player for this Banjul United setup. And it is currently Banjul United 0, Fortune 0. Banjul United need a victory. Fortune Football Club will also want to snatch the victory in the final game. It is Salifu Jaju on the far side, operating on the right side of the defense, playing that ball short to Ibrahim Toure. Sehu Sonko. Back to Ture Ibrahima once again. Sehu Sonko playing in the heart of the midfield for Fortune. And Sonko switching the play to Abdullahi Tamba. Tamba is one of the central defenders. Left-sided central defender for the Petroleum Boys. And he has enjoyed a fantastic season playing in the heart of the defense alongside Ferdinand Jata, or in some instance against Sambujang, or alongside Sambujang Ture or Sirifo Dabo in the defensive setup for Fortune Football Club. And in the heart of midfield this afternoon for the Petroleum Boys is Sehu Sonko, who is playing alongside team captain Ibu Sanyang. Fernando Pereira operating on the right side of the attack. Alpha Omar Sow on the left side. Mustafa Jallo currently leading the line. That's a handball as signaled by the central referee. And it's an opportunity for Fortune Football Club. Currently it is 0-0. Busy technical area for Gafa Jane Juve. And Jane is having the assistance of Mustafa Jaju. Fernando Pereira was playing for Samga Football Club before joining Fortune Football Club in the top flight of Gambian football. That seems to be an infringement, but we have to wait from the decision of the central referee. We have to wait of that decision from the central referee Pasonko. And in the top flight, Real de Banjul is still leading the chart with 59 points, currently playing at home against Team Rhino in Basuri. Real de Banjul after 29 matches won 17, drew 8, won 4, lost 4 with 59 points. Fortune after 29 matches won 16, drew 3, lost 10 with 51 points. Falcons on third after 30 matches won 13, drew 9, lost 8 with 48 points. We will surely come down to BST Galaxy Bombarda and Co. But before that, it's a set piece for Fortune. Fernando Pereira trying to test the goalkeeper from distance. And of course, Fernando had an incredible delivery from that other end of the late Osman Saho. But his delivery never troubled the custodian. And currently on third on the table is BST Galaxy on fourth. After 30 matches, won 12, drew 9, lost 9 with 45 points. Bombarda fifth. After 30 matches, won 10, drew 13, lost 7 with 43 points. Brikama United on 6 after 30 matches. Won 8, drew 16, lost 6 with 40 points. Steve Biko currently on 7th. After 30 matches, won 8, drew 16, lost 6 with 40 points. Heart FC after 30 matches, won 10, drew 10, lost 10 with 40 points. Banjul United, ball being caught out by Fortune Football Club, and it's a throw in for the Capital Base Club. And the score is currently 0-0. Salifu Sise. Salifu lost possession. Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha handing that ball to Banjul United. And Banjul United will now rely on Henry Job, the team captain. The Capital Base Club will now switch the play from the center to the left side of the attack. And ball being blocked to touch by the right back Ibrahima Toure, who is currently playing for Fortune Football Club in an offensive position this afternoon. Of course, it is all coming to you live, and live from the late Osman Saho. It is of course the last fixture of the GFF Men's Division 1 across different venues in the top flight. A game at the late Osman Saho, in Basuri, in Brikama, and also at the Bakau Mini Stadium. In Basuri, champions Real de Banjul are currently playing Team Rhino, and they will be coronated in Basuri after that fixture against Team Rhino. Fortune Football Club at the late Osman Saho has already finished second, and Fortune Football Club will also benefit from finishing second in this year's top flight. It is Banjul United 0, Fortune 0. It's an opportunity for the Capital Base Club. Aliou Sane, all been blocked to touch, and it's a corner. Corner for Banjul United, and Banjul United will definitely want to secure a victory here, and also expect results to be in their favor at the Bakau Mini Stadium. They will definitely want to snatch the famous victory, and also expect Gambia Armed Forces and Marimo Park Food to drop points. It's a glancing header, partly headed out. It's a call for a penalty, nothing given by the central referee, and Banjul United leaving the ball for the central defender who is currently solo in the heart of defense for the Capital Base Club, and it's going to be another attack for Banjul United around the edge. Abdullah Tamba heading that ball down. Salifu Jaju to Sehu Sonko. Sehu playing it down to Fernando Pereira, and then Fernando trying to connect the run of Ibu Sanyang. Ibu lost it in the build-up. Mustafa Jalo, who is currently leading the line, and Mustafa is currently leading the line for Fortune Football Club. Of course, it's a busy technical area for both gaffers. Banjul United hoping to win it. Fortune Football Club also hoping to win it. And the final match of the top flight, GFF Men's Division 1 to be precise. Who is going to crash out? Who is going to maintain their spot in the top flight remains to be seen. Is it going to be Marimo Park Food, Banjul United, or is it going to be Marimo Park Food, Gambia Armed Forces, or Banjul United remains to be seen. Anyway, the winner in this contest will solely decide. Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Elsewhere at the Bakau Mini Stadium, Marimo Park Food up against Gambia Armed Forces. Salifu Jaju playing it low, caught out by Banjul United. Ibrahim Toure, Banjul United heading it down. Trying to switch the play, not a great one, not a great combination. Bakari BCC. Bakari lost it. Banjul United starting the play from their own half. Great control, Lamin Dabo to the left side of the defense for the Capital Base Club. It's going to be an attack. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Ibrahim Toure on the far side, having it tough against the winger. And the winger for Banjul United lost possession, and Banjul United regained possession swiftly. Salifu Cisse back to the left-sided central defender, to the team captain Henry Job. Henry is one of the central defenders marshalling the defense for Banjul United. Salifu Cisse up front, playing it down. Banjul United trying to keep the ball so well around the center of the pitch. The Capital Base Club surge forward, trying to connect the run of the center forward. Sheriff B. Kamara, and Sheriff could not just connect to that ball as it rolled back into the gloves of the custodian Sehu Jeng. And Sehu wouldn't be in any hurry. Sehu Jeng is the custodian for Fortune this afternoon. And of course, Sehu Jeng has been the regular for Fortune Football Club, and is still 0-0 at the late Osman Saho. We will try to cross over to other venues to possibly see if we will be able to get you results coming from other destinations in this top flight or in the last matches of the top flight. Champions Real de Banjul. Ebu Sanyang floats that ball, trying to connect the run of centre forward Mustafa Jalo. And Mustafa this time penalized. Mustafa penalized by the central referee Pa Sonko. And Pa in this afternoon or in this contest is having the assistance of Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao, Ibu Gay and Molamin Job as the fourth assistant referee. Jarai Fainke is the match commissioner. And of course we have the referee assessor, Alaje. The game, both sides are trying to be as cautious as possible. If they don't score, they wouldn't want to concede. Fortune Football Club has already secured second place. Banjul United battling for survival. Banjul United battling for their life in this year's GFF Men's Division 1. Currently on 15th, only above Marimo Park Food. Fernando Pereira switching the position from the right to the left now. And Sonko Sehu playing that ball. Salifu Jaju to Ibrahim Toure on the far side. Alpha Omar Sow trying to dribble past a group of players. Back to Ibrahim Toure. Fortune enjoying every moment, enjoying possession, but currently struggling to find the back of the net. Alpha Omar Sow. The leading goal scorer chart has already intensified with Osman Cisse of Falcons Football Club, or Musa Sise, not Osman Sise, Musa Sise, I beg your pardon. Musa Sise of Falcons Football Club leading the chart on 11 goals. Musa Sise of Falcons Football Club, and Musa will definitely have an eye on these games. Abdullah Juve of the Gambia Armed Forces also bagged the 10 goals. Ibu Sama with 10 goals as well. Ibu Sanyang with 9 goals for Fortune Football Club. And Swaibu Kebe for Real de Banjul has also scored 8 goals. And we already have some other players that are already on 9 goals, but they've already played their final matches. The chance that we currently have might be for Fortune Football Club's Ibu Sanyang, Swaibu Kebe of champion Real de Banjul, and Abdullah Juve of Gambia Armed Forces. And the Army are currently taking on Marimo Park Food in a battle of survival fixture at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Cisse lost it. It's a throw in on the far side. The Capital Base Club nil, Fortune nil. Around the edge of the 18. Banjul United, can they get something from this? Caught out by Fortune Football Club, and Fortune will try to switch the play from the center to the left side of the attack, and Fernando Pereira lost it back to the custodian for the Banjul Base side, Banjul United. And Banjul United battling for life in the top flight alongside Gambia Armed Forces and Marimo Park Food. And of course at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, Greater Tomorrow just need a point to confirm their safety. Clearance not a great one. Banjul United, Salifu Sise around the center circle, spreading that ball on the left side of the attack. The Capital Base Club playing that ball backwards to Salifu Sise. And that seems to be a serious class. Salifu Sise looking for options, spreading it wide. Bakari B. Sise lost it. Ebu Sanyang playing it down to Sehu Sonko. Sehu lost it, regained possession, but before that the flag of the central referee very close to the scene has already given the opportunity to Banjul United. Pa Sonko is the central referee. Second assistant or fourth assistant referees Abdulaziz Bolel Jao, Ibu Gay and Molamin Job is of course serving as the fourth assistant referee. Jarai Fainke is the match commissioner in this crucial game. Lively game from the late Osman Saho. We also having some other games at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basuri, and also at the Bakau Mini Stadium. And of course the biggest game of the final match is currently underway at the Bakau Mini Stadium between Gambia Armed Forces and Marimo Park Food. Up here is Fortune against Banjul United. Fortune enjoying possession. Bakari Bisise spreading it down. Ball being headed out partly. Banjul United looking for options, spreading it wide. Currently enjoying possession in their own half. Not for too long. Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha Omar Rasul, and this time it's an advantage. It's an advantage. Fortune Football Club. The biggest ambition for Fortune Football Club and Ibu Sanyang is for Ibu to score a hat-trick. And with a hat-trick for Fortune Football Club, and Ibu will surely wrap up the golden boot for Fortune Football Club. Ibrahima Toure getting it down. Fedina switching the play from the right to the left. Ball being chested down. Banjul United in their colorful red socks and red socks, and Sehu Sonko lost it. Banjul United regained possession swiftly. Is an opportunity on the far side. Banjul United spreading it on the far side, and this time around crashed on the start crossbar. That was definitely very close for Banjul United to find the back of the net. Fortune Football Club survived, and the centre forward couldn't just capitalize. The centre forward, Serif B. Kamara, Had the glorious opportunity to find the back of the net for the Capital Base Club, unfortunately squandered. The score is currently 0-0, and it is currently 0-0 at the late Osman Saho. Fortune 0, Banjul United 0. Banjul United being the closest. Banjul United being the closest. Sheriff B. Kamara squandered the glorious opportunity. Sheriff B. Kamara is the center forward for Banjul United. And the Capital Base Club are currently fighting for their life, struggling to stay in the top flight. Banjul United on the verge of crashing out. They'll be able to secure a point or a victory here. Remains the biggest ambition, but also the biggest question. They have to get a victory here and also expect results to be in their favor at the Bakau Mini Stadium. And for results to be in their favor, they will be hoping to snatch a victory here and also expect results to be in their favor in Bakau. Sehu Jeng with a clearance around the center circle. Fortune Football Club. Mustafa Jallo to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu spreading it wide. Fernando Pereira surge forward. It's going to be a chase. And the goalkeeper alert enough, and Banjul United carrying that ball off the area. Goal kick to the Capital Base Club, who are currently playing a 0-0 scoreline against Fortune in the final round, or in the final match, and in the last fixture played between the two, ended in favor of Fortune Football Club. Fortune defeated. Quickly taken. Salifu Cisse. And Salifu playing it down. There's an opportunity. Calling in for handball. Play on, says the referee. That's a foul, and that's a foul against Ibu Sanyan. And Ibu isn't happy with that decision from the central referee, Pa Sonko. And Pa is the referee. Abdul Aziz Bolel Chow is one of the assistants. Ibu K and Mod Lamin Job is the fourth assistant referee. Ibrahim Toure losing it on the far side. And Fortune will try to regroup. Banjul United getting it quickly. Salifu Cisse on the far side. And Salifu has been the most influential player for the Capital Base Club, and of course the most experienced player. Banjul United around the edge. Can they get something from this? This time on the far side. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Back heel. That's a foul at a great position. That's a foul for Banjul United at a great position. And Banjul United will now have the opportunity to deliver this set piece at a great position. The Capital Base Club is currently 0-0. A set piece at a great position for Banjul United. And Banjul United will now rely on the dead ball specialist here to deliver something from this set piece. It is currently 0-0. Team captain Henry Job is one of those players on the ball. And the central defender number 5 is also not far, Idris Ambalo. And we're also having Salifu Cisse. Salifu Cisse Salifu Cisse. 4-man wall assembled by Fortune. Who is going to take this? Idris Ambalo floats that ball. Caught out partly by the wall. And Banjul United will try to regroup. And Fortune Football Club still in their own half. Banjul United from an offside position. The flag of the assistant referee is up. And is up against Serif B. Kamara. There's a player currently down, and Jangum is currently down injured, and Pasonko, the central referee, has now called on Abdullah Tamba. I believe it's going to be a brief discussion between Tamba and the central referee, Pasonko. Welcome back after that brief halt. Ibu Sanyang protested. Set piece Salifu Cisse for Banjul United. Around the area, glancing header. Abdullah Tamba heading it down. Trying to connect the run of Ibu Sanyang. Lost it. Banjul United regain possession. Salifu Cisse. Fernando Pereira. Ibu spreading it wide to Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha Omar looking for options around the edge of the 18. Fortune Football Club. Ibrahima Toure too high. And that's too high to connect to the run of Fernando Pereira, who was advancing on the left side of the attack for Fortune Football Club. And he has now switched position from the right to the left. Fernando Pereira for Fortune Football Club. Two minutes added on the late Osman Saho football field, and it's still Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Still 0-0, and we will try to cross over to other venues to get you results. At the Boxbar Mini Stadium, in Basore and also at the Bakau Mini Stadium. We will try to monitor situations. It's Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. And Banjul United will be hoping to snatch a famous victory, whilst Fortune Football Club will also want to win it. Abdullah Tamba to Salifu Jajo on the far side. Salifu moving that ball forward, playing that ball short to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu losing it. It is Serif B. Kamara for Banjul United. Jangum the centre forward. And Banjul United wasting that opportunity. Time running out as far as the first half is concerned. And of course from the late Osman Saho football field, Banjul United nil, Fortune Football Club nil. It's a corner for Fortune Football Club in the final minutes of this first period. Ibrahim Ature currently on the ball. It's a crowded penalty area for Banjul United, who wouldn't want to lose this contest. This time it's a glancing header. Abdullah Tamba. Banjul United still in their own half. And there we go, and it is half time. Half time at the late Osman Saho football field. Half time between Banjul United and Fortune Football Club. And half time in Yundum, and currently Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Banjul United nil, Fortune nil, and we will also have 15 minutes of rest. And we'll be back for the continuation of the live commentary from the late Osman Saho football field in Yundum. Until then, it has been Parlament Fatih at the commentary coming. Usman Kamara behind camera operations. Until then, we are off. And do join us in the next 15 for the continuation.
Thank you.
Oh, si Paredes. It's a special day and a special afternoon in the GFF Men's Division 1. Hello, good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. Of course, welcome. And welcome to the late Osman Saho football field, of course, in Yundum, where Fortune Football Club currently taking on Banjul United. And in the top flight, of course, a special day in today's match is Real de Banjul champions taking on Team Rhino in Basori. Fortune against Banjul United at the late Osman Saho. Greater tomorrow up against TMT at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. And the biggest game, of course, the biggest game of the top flight this afternoon is Marimo Park Food against Armed Forces. Currently underway in Bakau, and there should be a winner in that contest, and also expect results to be in their favor elsewhere. And currently at the late Osman Saho, Banjul United need a victory against Fortune Football Club, and also expect results to be in their favor at the Bakau Mini Stadium in the game between Marimo Park Food and Armed Forces. And currently Banjul United dressed in red shorts and red socks, currently playing from our left to right. Fortune Football Club dressed in their colorful light blue colors, white blue shorts, white blue shorts, or light blue shorts and light blue socks. Fortune playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin, and the team as usual under the guidance of Jane Juvan Mustafa Jaju. And Banjul United this afternoon is under the guidance of Lamin Sis, and Omar K.I. Fati is serving as the assistant coach. And few minutes into the contest at the late Osman Saho, it is currently 0-0 between Fortune and Banjul United. Banjul United currently in red, Fortune in light blue. Fortune Football Club this afternoon starting with Sekou Jeng in goal. Of course, Sekou Jeng starting for the very first time in the top flight for Fortune Football Club. Salifu Jaju Ibrahima Toure, Bakari Bisise, Sehu Sonko, Ferdinand Jata Abdoulaye Tamba, Ibu Sanyang team captain Alpha Omar Sow also starting for the first time for the Petroleum Boys. Fernando Pereira also starting for the first time after joining the club from Samga Football Club, and Mustafa Jallo 19 completing the 11 for the Petroleum Boys, and they are currently playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin. Banjul United, who will definitely need a victory and also expect results to be in their favor elsewhere, starting with Babukara Jangte in goal, Henry Job team captain Aliou Sane, Idris Ambalo, Ismaila Bari, Malik Jangum, Abdu Sonko, Keba Manka, Molamin Dabo, Serif B Kamara and Salifu Sise completing the 11, and the Capital Base Club are currently in red colors, whilst Fortune in light blue. What a game, what a fixture for Banjul United. Ibu Sanyang currently on 9 goals in the GFF Men's Division 1 and needs to get a double or get a hat-trick here to possibly have the chance to win the golden boot of this year's GFF Men's Division 1. And we will surely get you the rundown on the leading goal scorers. Currently is Musa Sise with 11 goals for Falcons Football Club. Abdoulaye Diouf, Gambia Armed Forces with 10. Ibu Sanyang or Ibu Sama for Steve Biko with 10 goals, and Ibu Sama is already out of the contention. Ibu Sanyang of Fortune FC with 9 goals, and Swaibu Kebe for the champions Real de Banjul also with 8 goals. It's a throw in Bakari B Sise to Abdoulaye Tamba. Tamba having the defensive partnership alongside Ferdinand. Ferdinand to Sehu Sonko, who is currently marshalling the midfield for the Petroleum Boys. Ibrahima Toure playing that ball short to Fernando Pereira. Fernando Pereira spreading it wide, trying to connect the run of Alpha Omar Jallo, Alpha Omar Sourada. And Alpha Omar is being deployed on the left side of the defense, or attack rather, for the Petroleum Boys. Whilst Fernando on the other end, Bakari Bisise floats that ball, partly caught out by Banjul United in their own half. The Capital Base Club currently on the table is 15th with 27 points, and we will surely get you the rundown of the entire. Fernando now looking for options for the Petroleum Boys, currently being surrounded by a group of players around the edge of the 18. Fernando Rasul, and nothing given by the central referee, and the referee is Pasonko having the assistance of Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao, Ibu Gay and Molamin Job serving as the 4th assistant referee. Jarai Fainke is the match commissioner, of course, coming to you live from the late Osman Saho football field. Elsewhere in Basori, champions taking on Team Rhino in the final match of the GFF Men's Division 1. Of course, the champions will be crowned and coronated at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori. At the late Osman Saho, Fortune against Banjul United, Brikama Greater tomorrow against DMT, whilst in Bakau is a clash between Marimo Park Food and Gambia Armed Forces. And Gambia Armed Forces need a victory, Marimo equally need a victory. Salifu Jaju, the entire players of Banjul United, they are trying to be very much cautious here. Banjul United, nil, Fortune nil. Alpha Omar Sow. Abdoulaye Tamba to Bakari B Sise. The entire players of Banjul United currently behind the ball as they're trying to get something from this contest. A defeat for the Capital Base Club will get the team crashing of the GFF Men's Division 1 and will be playing in the second tier of Gambia. And Abdullah thought the ball was already out and he had to apologize. He thought the ball was already out before Salifu Cisse collecting that ball, moving the ball around the area, but unfortunately for him, he could not just connect to the run of the centre forward, Sheriff B. Kamara. And it's a corner for the Capital Base Club, who are currently battling for their lives. Banjul United are currently battling for live in the top flight. Currently at the box bar, 1-0 in favor of Greater Tomorrow. At the Bakau Mini Stadium, 1-0 in favor of the Army. And things aren't going well for Banjul United. After this time, Salifu Cisse. That was going to be a great one. Ball being headed. Never troubled the goalkeeper. Banjul United 0. Fortune 0. At the Bakau Mini Stadium. Things are definitely going well for Armed Forces. Abdullah Juve getting the only goal. We will constantly keep monitoring the situations from the Bakau Mini Stadium, Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama, and also at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basuri. Strongly headed out. Salifu Cisse lost it. Ebu Sanyang trying to recollect. Fortune in their own half. It's going to be another opportunity for Fortune Football Club to snatch another victory in this year's GFF Men's Division 1. Of course, it's the last dance, the last fixture in the top flight for Fortune Football Club, Banjul United and any other GFF Men's Division 1 club. We had 4 matches yesterday and now wrapping up with another 4 matches this afternoon across different venues at the late Osman Saho, Brikama Mini Stadium or Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama, Bakau Mini Stadium, and also at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basuri. That's a handball, decently executed by Banjul United on the far side. Player slips in the process. It's Banjul United on the attack, trying to get something around the edge. The capital base club battling for life in the top flight, and currently 15th on the table, only above Marimo Park Food, who are also struggling against Gambia Armed Forces in Bakau. And a defeat for Marimo Park Food, and at least a point for Banjul United. We'll see both sides be crashing out of this year's GFF Men's Division 1. And currently things aren't in the favor of Banjul United. Banjul United nil, Fortune nil, Marimo Park Food nil, Gambia Armed Forces 1, TMT nil, Greater Tomorrow 1, Real de Banjul nil, and also Team Rhino nil at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori. It's a throw in for Banjul United. Time running out for the capital base club. Salifu Sise on the far side, having it tough against Alpha Omar. Central referee giving the opportunity to Banjul United. It's a throw in on the far side, around the edge. Banjul United! That was another close effort coming from the center forward, Sheriff B. Kamara, and another wasted opportunity. Another wasted opportunity from Banjul United. And Banjul United with another glorious opportunity. Center forward, Sheriff B. Kamara failed to capitalize. It is currently not in their favor. Gambia Armed Forces leading by a goal to nil. And a victory for the army, whatsoever the result at the late Osman Saho, will definitely be meaningless for Banjul United. Banjul United needs a victory and also expect the Gambia Armed Forces to be beaten. Anyway, on the far side, it's a long one. What a great combination coming from Salifu to Alpha Omar Sow on the far side. And Fortune Football Club nil, Banjul United nil. The last fixture played between Banjul United and Fortune ended 2-0 in favor of Fortune Football Club at the late Osman Saho football field in Yundum. And in the last 5 matches played between the two, Banjul United won none, Fortune won twice, and the two sides drew thrice. It's currently 0-0. What a moment, what an afternoon from the late Osman Saho. A victory for Fortune or a victory for Banjul United, or it's going to be share of the spoils. And share of the spoils and a defeat for Banjul United wouldn't be okay for the capital base club, as the result will solely get the team parking to the second tier of Gambian football, as currently the Gambia Armed Forces enjoying the slender advantage against Marimo Park Food, who with a defeat will also be kissing bye to the GFF Men's Division 1 and will be playing second tier next season. Marimo Park Food, Banjul United are currently in danger. Marimo Park Food, Banjul United are currently in danger. Banjul United currently 0-0 against Fortune at the late Osman Saho. Alpha Omar penalized on the far side. It's an opportunity for Banjul United. Salifu Sise has been their most influential player. He seems to be everywhere on the pitch. Salifu Sise has played for a series of clubs in the top flight, and now with Banjul United, hoping to maintain the team in the top flight. Will Salifu and co be able to do that? Remains the biggest task. Up against Fortune Football Club at the late Osman Saho. That seems to be a push and pull, as central referee Pasonko is also very close to the scene, and he has already given his final warning to the players involved. Salifu Sise to deliver, floats that ball around the area, this time ball being partly headed out. Bakari B. Sise playing it down to Alpha Omar Sow. Still 0-0 at the late Osman Saho football field in Yundum, and also 0-0 at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori. Real de Banjul 0, Team Rhino 0, Banjul United 0, Fortune 0. The current score, and in Bakau it's currently 1-0 and 1-0 in favor of the Army. The Army leading by a goal to 0 against Marimo Park Food. In Brikama, it's an advantage for the home side. Greater Tomorrow Football Club, Mustafa Ajalo heading it down to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu has already scored 9 goals, and Abdullah Juve scored his 11th league goal. And Ferdinand Jata, Salifu Sise. Salifu back to the custodian Sehu Jeng. Sehu to Salifu Jaju. Salifu playing that low. Ibrahima Toure to Sehu Sonko. Fortune enjoying possession, but the score is currently barren. The score is still barren. Salifu Sise or Salifu Jaju. A player down. There is a player down injured for Banjul United, and the player wouldn't want to spend that much time on the ground, as Banjul United will be hoping to secure victory, and the much needed victory, and also expect results to be in their favor in Bakau. Currently not in their favor, and also currently not in their favor at the late Osman Saho football field. It's a set piece. Central defender Idris Mbalo to deliver for Banjul United. Dressed in their colorful red colors. Mbalo launches that ball forward. This time it's ahead around the area. Bakhil Bakari Bisise. Sehu Sonko with a clearance finally. What is the goalkeeper trying to do here? What is Banjul United goalkeeper? Ferdinand Jata. But before the header from Ferdinand, Salifu Jaju was alert enough to get that ball quickly. They're currently having 5 of the players warming up for Banjul United, and some of the players are still standing around the technical area. Anyway, Banjul United are desperately in need of a victory. Not only a victory, but also results elsewhere. Ibrahima Toure playing it down to Sehu Sonko, to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu lost it. It's an opportunity, Salifu Sise. Salifu looking for options, spreading it wide. Banjul United to get something from this. To Salifu Sise, who has already played that ball down on the far side. Bakari B. Sise on the far side, blocking that ball to Torj. Of course, it's a corner to Banjul United, and Banjul United desperately in need of a goal. Desperately in need of a goal. Not only a goal, but a victory at the late Osman Saho. And also expect results to be in their favor in Bakau. Currently not in their favor in Bakau, and also not in their favor at the late Osman Saho, and the game is currently under the guidance of Pasonko, our central referee. Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao, Ibu Gay and Molamin Job. Jarai Fainke is the match commissioner, and of course it's a corner for the capital base club, Banjul United, who are currently battling for life in the top flight. They need a victory. A corner eludes every other player. Goal kick, Fortune Football Club. We will keep monitoring the situation. We will constantly monitor situation in Brikama, in Bakau, and also in Basori. As already we are here in Yundum. Abdullah Tamba playing it down to Bakari BC, to team captain Ibu Sanya. And Ibu lost possession. Banjul United chesting that ball down. lost possession. The Capital Base Club hopefully will want to get a victory. Is that a foul? Nothing given by the central referee, Fernando Pereira. Any moment from now is going to be a substitution for Fortune Football Club. We're currently having 3 of the players being prepared to be introduced. Adama Kante is one of those, Dauda Sankare. And of course, we have to confirm the next player. We have to confirm the next player. Seemingly Seni Jata. Seni Jata being the 3rd player to be introduced, and Mohamed Jallo is also warming up on the other end. Salifu Jaju playing that ball short to Fernando Pereira. Fernando Pereira to Abdullah Tamba. Bakari BCC. Bakari operating on the left side of the defense. Caught out by Banjul United. The Capital Base Club battling for life in the top flight. Salifu Cisse on the far side, having it tough against Alpha Omar. And Alpha penalized. Salifu rewarded. And it's an opportunity for Banjul United. It's the opportunity for the Capital Base Club. Banjul United need a victory. The club can't afford to be beaten here. Banjul United in red, Fortune in light blue. Who is going to win it and who is going to get parking? Fortune Football Club already saved and already secured 2nd spot in the top flight, only behind champions Real de Banjul. Banjul United only above Marimo Park Food, who also trailed by a goal to nil against the Gambia Armed Forces. Salifu Jaju back to Sekou Jeng. Any moment from now, we're going to see a triple substitution for Fortune Football Club. Seni Jata, Adama Kante, and Dauda Sankare will be introduced. Ibu Sanyang team captain, playing that ball down to Bakari BCC. Bakari back to Ibu. Is that going to be a foul? Yes, given on the referee. Of course, the central referee has already given the opportunity. Banjul United penalized. Idris Ambalo for Banjul United penalized. And Ibu Sanyang and Fortune Football Club rewarded. Mustafa Jallo is going off. Mustafa is the 4th player to be taking off. Fernando Pereira is also going off. And we're also going to see Bakari BCC making way. Bakari BCC off, Mustafa Jallo off, and Fernando Pereira taking off as well. Fortune Football Club with 3 tired legs off and 3 fresh legs introduced. Fernando Pereira taking off, being replaced by Dauda Sankare. Adama Kante introduced after replacing Bakari BCC, and of course Seni Jata will also be introduced. Sehu Sonko is off. Oh, Fernando Pereira is still playing. He will now switch position rather. Bakari BCC taking off. Mustafa Jallo and Sehu Sonko. Fernando Pereira will now be playing on the left. Dauda Sankare Rasold around the area. Dauda Sankare is another tricky and pacey player for Fortune Football Club. One of the youngest players, but one of the deadliest players. Fernando Pereira now playing on the left side of the defense. Seni Jata injected. Ferdinand Jata to his defensive partner Abdullah Tamba. Fortune enjoying possession. Fernando Pereira going solo, looking for options. Pereira Fernando to Alpha Omar Sow. To Abdullah Tamba. Seni Jata now marshalling the heart of the defense for Fortune Football Club. Seni lost possession. That's a foul, and Salifu Jaju is penalized. And it's a set piece for Banjul United. It's a set piece for Banjul United. An interesting game at the late Osman Saho football field in Yundum. And it's still Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Who is going to win it? Is it going to be a victory for Fortune, a victory for Banjul United, or a share of this polls? Or the late Osman Saho. Salifu Sise around the edge, floats that ball around the area, partly headed out. Abdullah Tamba. This is Banjul United, awful one. That's a poor one from Banjul United. Substitution. Who is going off? We have to confirm. Sheriff B. Kamara is making way. Sheriff B. Kamara off and being replaced. Abdullah Tamba around the area. Abdullah from a defensive position now to an offensive position around the edge. Alpha Omar Sow spreading it wide to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu strikes way over the crossbar. Around the center, Ibu Sanyang. Ibu lost it. It's going to be an attack coming from Banjul United. Ferdinand to his defensive partner, Abdullah Tamba. It's still Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Banjul United nil, Fortune nil is the current score. And in Bakau, Gambia Armed Forces 1, Marimo Park Food nil. Who is going to remain in the league and who is going to crash out? Alpha Omar Sow making way and being replaced by Mohamed Jallo. Another fantastic player, another incredible lad for Fortune Football Club, Sehu Jeng. Adama Kante is now playing as the false number 9. Coach Jane Juve on his side. Banjul United around the edge, looking for options. Another opportunity. Ferdinand Jata. Ezibu Sanyang spreading it wide to Mohamed Jallo. It's an attack for Fortune Football Club. Another pacey and tricky player. Jallo around the edge, trying to go solo. Mohamed Jallo drilling it low. Lies on the far side. Fortune Football Club will try to regroup. Banjul United nil, Fortune nil. It's 0-0 at the late Osman Saho. We will constantly keep monitoring situations at the box bar in Bakau, in Basori as well. Ibrahim to Salifo. Banjul United, Malik Jangom. Malik playing it low. Another opportunity for the Banjul base club. The flag stayed down. Salifou Cisse spreading it wide. Abdullah Tamba heading it down to his defensive partner. Ferdinand Jata. Play on, says the referee. It's an opportunity. Banjul United and never trouble the goalkeeper once again. And already it's going to be another substitution. Another substitution for Banjul United. Keba Manka is going off. Keba Manka is off. And Jane Ju very busy on the technical area. It has been a lively game. Abdullah Tamba to Sehu Jeng. Mohamed Jallo, tricky and pacey, playing it low. Seni Jata. Banjul United into the gloves of Sehu Jeng. Busy technical area. Jane Juve around the area. Dauda Sankare to Ibrahim Toure. Fortune enjoying the moment. Ebo Sanyang spreading it wide. Mohamed Jallo now. Jallo looking for options. Jallo trying to test the goalkeeper. That was an incredible shot. Adama Kante recollects that ball. Fortune Football Club and Ibu trying to head that ball down. Unfortunately wasted. Fortune FC once again. Ibrahim Toure floats. Caught out badly. Adama Kante. Fernando Pereira around the edge. Mohamed Jallo. Ibu Sanya. Salifou the gloves of the custodian. That was a great hit from the youngster Saleh Fujaju, and the score is still 0-0. Not the result for Banjul United. Not the result Banjul United hoping for. And currently 0-0. They're hoping to secure the most needed victory here and also expect results elsewhere. And Bakau to be specific. Banjul United 0, Fortune 0. On the table standing is still champions Real de Banjul leading it with 59 points. Currently 0-0 in Basori against Team Rhino. Dauda Sankare not a great one. Fortune on second with 51 points. Falcons on third with 48. BSD Galaxy has already backed fourth position with 45. Bombarda fifth with 43. Brikama United 6 with 40. Steve Biko 7 with 40. Hearts FC 8 with 40 points. Hawks FC 9th with 39. TMT 10th with 36. Gambian Dutch Lions 11th with 35 points. Team Rhino 12th with 33. Greater Tomorrow 13th with 31. Gambia Armed Forces 14th with 28. Banjul United 15th with 27. Marimo Park Food 16th with 25 points. Who is crashing out and who is remaining in the top flight remains to be seen. And currently Gambia Armed Forces will be going for the playoffs. Marimo Park Food and Banjul United will be saying bye to the top flight if things should stay like this. Anyway, at the late Osman Saho, it's currently 0-0. At the Box Bar Mini Stadium, Greater Tomorrow leading by a goal to 0. And in Bakau, Gambia Armed Forces enjoying the slender advantage, leading by Abdullah Jouf's lone goal against Marimo Park Food. It's going to be another massive changes or substitutions for the Capital Base club. Banjul United hoping to win it this afternoon. Will they be able to remain to be seen? Mohamed Jallo to Adama Kante. Jallo going solo. Mohamed Jallo against a group of players. Jallo Rasul still moving. Lost possession. Banjul United to start the play from their own half. Building on that attack. On the right side, Seni Jata is that a foul. Yes, given by referee Pa Sonko, and Pa is the central referee. Abdulaziz Bolel Jao is one of the assistants. Ibu Gay and Molamin Joub is serving as the fourth assistant referee. Jarai Fayinke, the match commissioner in this lively and crucial game. Of course, for Banjul United, Banjul United will introduce 3 extra legs, 3 extra fresh legs. Banjul United 0, Fortune 0 at the late Osman Saho. We will constantly monitor results elsewhere in Bakau Box Bar, in Basori, and also across other venues. Fernando. Banjul United. Another opportunity for the Capital Base club. Salih Fujaju clearing it down. It's a throw in on the far side. Throw in for Banjul United, who are desperately in need of a goal here. Who are desperately in need of a goal. Will a victory be enough? For Banjul United remains the biggest question. A victory for Banjul United, a victory for the Gambia Armed Forces will still maintain the position for the army. They will still have the chance to play in the playoffs. Triple substitution for Banjul United. 3 fresh legs to be taking off and 3 fresh legs to be introduced. 3 tired legs to be taking off. 3 fresh legs introduced for Banjul United. Despite getting that ball forward to the gloves of the custodian. And of course, lively, great game. Fortune hoping to win it. Banjul United equally hoping to win it. Banjul United are very much aware that a victory for them or a defeat for them will surely get the team parking around the area. Banjul United squandered. Still 83 minutes on the clock in Basori. Champions Real de Banjul nil, Team Rhino nil. We will constantly keep monitoring situations. We will constantly keep monitoring situations across different venues at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, at the Bakau Mini Stadium. What a result. And it is currently 1-1 in Bakau. Gambia Armed Forces 1, Marimo Park Food 1. It's currently 1-1 in Bakau. And currently 0-0 at the late Osman Saho football field. The Gambia Armed Forces and still 1-0 in favor of Greater Tomorrow in Brikama. In Bakau is currently 1-1. Gambia Armed Forces 1, Marimo Park Food 1. And the score will still be in the favor of, or in favor of the Army. Will still be in favor of the Army if Banjul United can't secure victory here. And Banjul United with a victory here and a draw for the Army will surely see Banjul United getting to the playoff position. It's definitely getting more and more interesting. Banjul United just need a goal here, and a goal here, and a draw in Bakau will surely get the Capital Base Club. 3 minutes added on. 3 minutes for Banjul United to score. 3 minutes for Fortune Football Club to score. Or Banjul United, or else Banjul United will be saying bye to the GFF Men's Division 1. Dauda Sankare flashing in that cross. Another opportunity coming from Ibrahim Ature into the gloves of the custodian. 3 minutes added on. Time running out for Banjul United. With a goal here, Banjul United will be getting to the playoff position. Banjul United around the area. Currently it is 1-1 in Bakau. Currently 1-1 in Bakau. Fernando Pereira penalized by the referee, and the central referee is Pasco. A goal for Banjul United will definitely do here. 1-1 in Bakau. Banjul United just need to score around the area. Ball been taken quickly. Abdullah Tamba. That's a goal kick. That's a goal kick. And it is getting closer for the Capital Base Club. Gambia Armed Forces hoping to maintain the spot and possibly have the chance of playing in the triangular or possibly playing in the playoffs. Ibrahim to Dauda Sankare. Ibrahim Ature to Dauda Sankare. Another substitution. who is taking out. Sehu Sidibe introduced. And already Ebu Sanyang taking out. Banjul United just need a goal here. The capital base club, can they get that? Abdullah Tamba. Clearance. It's an attack. Mohamed Jallo. Mohamed going solo. Mohamed Jallo going against Mohamed Jallo. Sealed over the crossbar. And Ibu Sanyang is already taking off. And Ibu's chances of getting the golden boot is over, as Abdullah Tamba, Abdullah Juf and Musa Sise have both scored 11 goals. Ibu with 9. And currently is between Juf and Musa around the area. Sehu Sidibe, who came on as a substitute. Sidibe once again around the edge, looking to get something for Fortune Football Club. Banjul United. Is that full time? And full time and confirmed. Banjul United will be playing second tier of Gambian football next season. Banjul United confirmed. And it's confirmed Banjul United will be playing in the second tier of Gambian football next season. And it is now between and we are back again with the continuation of the live commentary and Fortune Football Club up against Banjul United in the second half, and of course the final half of this class at the late Osman Saho football field in Yundum. Fortune FC now playing from our left to right, whilst Banjul United kicking from our right to left. Fortune in their light blue colors, whilst Banjul United in their colorful red colors. Abdullah Tamba playing it down, not a great one. It's an opportunity for the capital base club. Serif B. Kamara, who is currently leading the line. And Serif lost it. Salifu Jaju to start the play for Fortune FC. Ferdinand to Bakari B. Sise. And the latest reports we are currently receiving at the Bakau Mini Stadium has already given the indication that Gambia Armed Force is currently leading by a goal to nil against Marimo Park Food. And Abdullah Juf has scored the only goal, and Abdullah Juf has also scored 11 goals, currently tied on 11 alongside Cisse of Falcons Football Club. Nothing given by the central referee. Fortune picking possession in their own half. Abdullah Tamba dribble past one, looking for more to Mustafa Jallo. Sehu Sonko trying to reconnect the run of Mustafa Jallo up front, but the pass isn't a convincing one as it rolls on the other end for a throw-in. Quickly taken by Banjul United, and Banjul United of course is under the guidance of Lamin Cisse, and Lamin is having the assistance of Omar K.I. Fati as his assistant, immediate assistant. Fortune Jane Juf is the gaffer. Mustafa Jaju is the assistant. Salifu Cisse floats that ball. Salifu Jaju with a clearance. It's a massive clearance from Salifu Jaju, corner Banjul United. And Banjul United will want to secure victory and also expect results to be in their favor. But currently the result isn't in their favor, as Gambia Armed Forces has already taken the lead at the Bakau Mini Stadium against, of course, the struggling Marimo Park Food. And with a victory for the Army, anyway, whatsoever the outcome, it's definitely going to be relegation for Banjul United and Marimo Park Food, with a victory for Gambia Armed Forces. Anyway, they will expect Gambia Armed Forces to lose, but currently Gambia Armed Forces enjoying the slender advantage. Alpha Omar show on the far side. Alpha Omar It's one of the youngest players of Fortune Football Club, Mustafa, to the gloves of the custodian, Lamin into the gloves of the custodian, Babukar Jante. Banjul United nil, Fortune nil. Not a very good result currently for Banjul United. Salifou Jaju dropping deep, back to the central defenders of Ibrahima Toure and co. Ferdinand to his defensive partner Abdullah Tamba. In case you're just joining us, Fortune FC up against Banjul United in the final match of the GFF Men's Division 1. And elsewhere, Real de Banjul up against Team Rhino in Basori. Fortune against Banjul United at the late Osman Saho. And at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, Greater Tomorrow up against TMT. And at the Bakau Mini Stadium is, of course, Marimo Park Food up against the Gambia Armed Forces. Currently, Gambia Armed Forces leading by a goal to nil against Marimo. And at the late Osman Saho, Fortune nil, Banjul United nil. Banjul United switching the play. And Salifou Jaju. Jaju looking for options. Connecting the run of Ibrahima Toure. The player is currently down. Salifou sees a surge forward. Can he get something from this? Trying to dribble past his marker. And currently, Ferdinand Jata. There's still a man down, injured for Banjul United. Abdul Sonko is currently down and the medics are already on the pitch to give assistance. And any moment we might be seeing a substitution coming from the capital-based club Banjul United, who shouldn't only get a victory here, but should also expect results to be in their favor elsewhere. Bakau Mini Stadium to be specific. Gambia Armed Forces has already taken the lead against Marimo Park Food, and results aren't in the favor of Banjul United currently. Even with a victory here and a victory for Gambia Armed Forces will definitely be meaningless, as Banjul United will be crashing out of the GFF Men's Division 1 and will be playing second tier of Gambian football next season. They should only hope for a victory for Marimo Park Food and also a victory for Banjul United here. Anyway, what's going to be the outcome? It is never over until it is all over. Banjul United nil, Fortune Football Club nil. At the late Osman Saho, Bakau Mini Stadium, the Army having the advantage, courtesy of Abdullah Diouf's lone goal. He will constantly try to monitor. He will keep monitoring the situation at the Bakau Mini Stadium and also across other venues. He will also try to check. And of course, in the halftime scores at the Box Bar Mini Stadium is Greater Tomorrow 1 and TMT nil. Real de Banjul against Team Rhino 0-0. Marimo Park Food nil, Gambia Armed Forces 1, Fortune nil, Banjul United nil at the current score. Salifou Cisse spreading it wide. Banjul United around the area. Sehu Jeng into the gloves of the custodian. The young goalie for the Petroleum boys, Sehu Jeng, was part of the phenomenal lads in the Brikama Soma Nawetan. Bakari Cisse to Sehu Sonko. Sehu lost it. Banjul United will build on. Jangum up front. Malik Jangum is the number 19, trying to go against Abdullah Tamba. Abdullah getting that ball comfortably. Alpha Omar Sow, who drops deep, trying to get something, spreading it wide on the far side. Ibrahima Toure to Ibu Sanya. Ibu trying to go solo, spreading it further to Fernando Pereira. Fernando looking for options. Back to Ibu Sanya.